This is video 1 of a 3-part tutorial series to show you how to make this custom arrow in Camtasia 9. Welcome to my 30-day screencast challenge where I help you demonstrate your ideas with ease. So I want to recreate this animated arrow in a project of my own. Instead, I've got some stock footage here to use just as an example, and I'm going to have an arrow to point to the keyboard. So I've got a white background here. I'm going to change it to black so it's easy to see the object. So right click on the canvas, project settings, go to the color and change that to black and select apply. So the first thing I'm going to do is to create a set of 2 circles. So I'll go over to annotations and shapes, and I'm going to select this bright yellow circle and stick it in the middle there. I'll change the color, the solid fill, to white and shrink that down. So I'll press shift as I do so to keep the shape there. And I want to copy that circle. So I'm going to select it, Control C and Control V. So I've got another version there, as you can see on the timeline. I'm going to move that footage over. So with this top one, I'm going to select that and move it aside. I'm going to go over and give it a thicker outline to give it a ring. And the middle, I'm going to give it some opacity, just like that. So I'm going to make it clearer in the middle. Lighten down on the edge there. And pressing shift and grabbing that corner, I'm going to make that bigger and stick it over the top of that circle. So that's close enough for my liking. So I've got that over the other one. And actually, just to make it easier, I'm going to take that ring and set it backwards. So right click, arrange and send to back. So I'm dealing with that smaller circle first. So I'm going to visual properties. I'm going to remove the drop shadow there by pressing the X. And I'll do the same for the outer ring. Alright, so just looking down at the timeline here, I've got myself the round end of the arrow. I'm going to start by animating the outer ring. So I'm going to come over to behaviors and I'm going to select reveal. So click and drag that and pop it on the outer ring. And I've added that behavior. So at the moment, this is what it would look like. I'm gonna remove that inner circle. Just look at the outer circle for now. So at the moment, it's sort of coming in from the side and leaving out from the side. I want to change that. So go up here to the callout, or rather, select this again. Select the arrows to show the effect and press reveal. I'm going to change that from reveal to grow. So it's going to look like this instead. So it sort of pops out like that. It's still doing that other effect. So I'm going to just change during and have none. And out, I'm going to come back and do shrink instead. And ease out back. That's how I want it to be. Great, so it sort of disappears. Now, I'm going to grab the inner circle again, pop it on the top here. I'm going to press that hide effects. There we go. So now, that's sort of popping out and over that smaller circle. So with the smaller circle, I'm going to select that object, add a behavior to it, and we're going to do another reveal. And put that on top. So this is what it looks like now. So the same deal, we're going to change that. So instead of coming into the side, we're going to also have that to grow and add the spring. And we'll do a shrink as we did before. So to save time, I could have just copied and pasted over, but I'm just showing you the process. There. Great. So I could fiddle around with that so that I see the outer ring first if I wanted to. Yep, so I'm happy to keep that. So now you know how to make the pointer. Watch part 2 to learn how to make the arm of the arrow.